Okay, welcome home. I'm your anime manga mom. Well, let's see. Last week's episode, I guess, was way too much mom and not enough anime and manga. And I had the perfect example, too, for sharing other people's interests, and that would be the moment I fell in love with Ichigo Kurosaki as a character. When he went with his sisters to the filming of Don Kanonji's uh, ghost hunting show. But that's when I realized, I mean, he had no interest. Anyways, that's another story. Today, I guess this week I've been thinking a lot about people's character. I was shared a video and I was talking about the SEAL teams and how, I guess kind of like in D&D, you have the lawful good, neutral good, kind of thing. But just like people's characters, sometimes people can perform really well. They can do really great job, but they're not trustworthy. They're just out for themselves, and you know, it's just it's something that gets pushed a lot on TV. You see that I didn't come here to make friends. I just came here to win, and that kind of attitude is promoted so much because what all you care about are results. All you care about is strength. I mean, I watch people fight in the Bleach uh, comment section about their favorite characters and whatnot, and everybody's worried about scaling. Everybody's worried about sheer strength. Everybody's a huge fan of Zaraki, but for me, no. Zaraki is I would leave that character out. I mean, but obviously, you know, Kubo put Zaraki in. He made him as powerful as he did. He's a character that a lot of people really connect with. But for me, I'm just like, he's a berserker. He's just strength and no planning, no compassion, no cooperation. It's just he's going to tear into the bad guy. Well, good. Yeah, you need those kind of people, I guess, but I don't. Not in my life. Uh, so to me, his lack of willingness to be a member of society, I guess, devalues him. I think somebody like Byakuya, who's very pushed by his desire to serve his community and to uphold his family and his traditions. I respect that a lot. And he is also a very powerful character. So, in my eyes, he's a much more interesting character. But, you know, everybody has their preferences, and that's okay with me. Sometimes I don't get it. I mean, you know, I like people with character, even if they're an anti-hero. I love Gentaki. He's wonderful. I love Spike Spiegel. Eh, not as much. I don't know. I think he lacks a little bit of that compassion for other people, and a little too jaded. But you know, people look at somebody like Deku, very very heroic, altruistic, wants to help people for the greater good. A little Mary Jane-ish, a little I guess Mary Sue, but he works really hard, so he's not a Mary Sue, but he's just a little too naive, too good to be true, that kind of thing. Um, I mean, that's why people like Bakugo, and they love Todoroki, because they're damaged characters that have to go through a story arc. They've got to grow that character. They've got to develop as people. And Deku's kind of already there. He just needs the strength to back it up. And he needs to come to terms with the world as black and white as he thinks it is. There's a lot of shades of gray, you know. And that's the thing is, where do you color that gray line? Where's your line? Because character is highly important. I just watched a movie, and it was another, conscientious objector kind of thing. But, you know, these people, they hold on to their character with, like, it's the most important thing, you know? And that's I think what the world is missing the most is people who say what they'll do what they'll say, people who don't lie, cheat. You know, you don't want to take somebody else's wife, you don't want to take somebody else's car, stealing. It's all, and murder, violence. But at the same time, we love characters that have grit and teeth and they need to overcome. So you want character, but you don't want it to, I guess, depower you. You have to balance everything. Life is definitely so much of a balance. You know, you go too far in any direction. But that's the thing. Sometimes we don't go far enough. Sometimes we're too far on this side of the balance and we don't realize that it goes on and on for so much further, because we also love that character in the story that, the monk on the hilltop, or that Batman goes to, and Ra's al Ghul, that kind of thing. But, I don't know. When I see Jiraiya, I think he is so lacking in his sageness. He's pretty hedonistic, and to me, especially some of the problematic ways that he treats Naruto, especially with the sexy juju, I don't know, it creeps me out really bad. So Jiraiya, as much as people love his character, he creeps me out. And, Tsunade, Orochimaru, all of them, they fall short in the character department. You want more from people. I think Kakashi's great. He's one of my favorite characters. And don't get me wrong, I've been rewatching Naruto, so a lot of these characters are heavily on my mind. But my favorite character of the whole Naruto series is Kakashi. He is just, he's a wonderful character. He has the balance pretty well. He cares about his teammates. He cares about humanity, people. He's not prudish. He'll do a dance competition with a guy. He'll do rock paper scissors. He's not overly prideful. So, but he's also yet so powerful, and he's ruthless in a fight. He's very well-rounded character, and his tragic backstory, all of it, he's one of my top favorite characters. Him and Ichigo, they're my top two favorite characters of all anime. But they definitely have that character. They want to protect, but they also have bite. They also have teeth. They will go after evil and deal with it like it should be. So, anyways, that's my thoughts. Is the characters of people, the character that we want to have. If you see something in yourself that you don't like, then you have to say, well, how did that get there? And what can I do about it? If there's a habit that you have to work really hard at overcoming that habit. If there's something that you need to be doing that you're not doing, you have to work on doing that. And just one thing at a time, a little bit at a time. Don't expect overnight results. Just work on yourselves just a little bit at a time, and you will. That's your training arc. That's you growing as a protagonist in your story. Because we don't want to be side characters. I don't want to be a side character. I want to slowly, incrementally get better as a person and have agency over my life. And so here I am, spreading the message and sharing my interests with people. So just think about one thing that you want to do for yourself, something that you want to be better at, and say, I will spend 5 minutes a day getting better at this, putting my discipline towards it. And then little by little, we will make this world a better place, and you will be the protagonist of your own story. All right? All right. Well, I'll see you next time.